quick now. Bring what that is. Hello, bro. Don't snap the album. The album should be to the front. But the conventional people that have they can even use it. Uh, but let them come with the key. Some of these criminal gang, those suspects, they use the name of a normal business outfit. That if you check online or you Google, you see that there's some genuine businesses they are doing. But behind the scene is this issue of drug peddling and drug distribution and being a drug baron, because the quantity that were recovered there are so huge, 766 bags of Canadian loans, and he presented them as to be something medicinal leaf before importation. So we'll move forward slowly. So if you come in here as a routine check, when you see this. The reason for addressing you outside the Zone 2 headquarters is very obvious, and all of us can see it. That in this building upstairs, we discovered bags of suspected Canadian loud, which is prohibited in the country, which has been rendering havoc on the youth, the elders, and the generalities of Nigerians upon the country because of the importations of this kind of substance which are prohibited in this country into the country by somebody like this who claim to be originally involved in importation. This is what he claimed to do as a genuine business. But behind this genuine business of printing, producing, and selling of POS paper that is being printed as receipt for payment, he engaged in all this. So I want to start by gentlemen the I gladly welcome you to today's press briefing to showcase some of the styling achievements recorded by Zone 2 headquarters in fighting crime, in other area of crime prevention, control, and management in the jurisdiction between Lagos and Ogun State. On my assumption of duty in March 2026, I did promise to ensure reduction, massive reduction in crimes and criminality within the state, working with the state two commands, that's the Lagos State Police Command and the State Police Command, which are under my supervision, to ensure that this state are safe and highly protected for all citizens, the good people of the two states. We have responsibility under the Police Act 2020. Section 4 empowers us to investigate and enforce all criminal laws, while Section 66 of the same Police Act 2020 equally empowers us to prosecute all cases that are related to criminal offenses throughout the country. I know that this recovery is part of our responsibility under the law to prosecute, investigate, arrest those who are in possession, investigate them, and prosecute them. So we are empowered. We are equally empowered by Section 331 of the Criminal Code to also investigate matters like this and ensure that we prosecute them promptly in court of competent jurisdiction. So there's no any doubt whatsoever about our responsibility. The Nigerian police force is a maker of the constitution. And what I mean by this is that Nigerian police force is enshrined in the constitution. And we all know that the constitution takes supreme. For any other agency of government that have any role which may be similar to what the police is doing, the police become supreme because all our responsibility, our power, and act is enshrined in the Constitution. Other agencies are established and empowered by enabling act. And we are quite familiar with the fact that where any act or law clash with the Constitution becomes supreme. We've been to court severally on so many instances, and the Nigerian police force has prevailed that we have the right to investigate and prosecute all criminal laws throughout the length and breadth of this country. It is subsequent on this, working on actionable intelligence on the 19th of May 2026 that we are in, just last week, that we received high-level intelligence of the suspect here with us, whose name is Mr. A.K. Henry Ifeanyi from Enugu State, that is doing some businesses with the name Ogata Venture Limited, but is doing a lot of things behind the scene which involve this. Why you can be able to understand that outside the saying that is suspected to be Canadian loud and some of them Colorado is the way the bag is being double sealed. This double sealed bag protect the content from losing value. Before, if it is an ordinary sealed bag, the more the um, exposure to daylight to other things make it to lose value. We have intensified our surveillance around him for several months now. So on the 19th of May 2026, we are successful to be able to track him down and able to bust the syndicate. We are going further to investigate those who have collaborated with him at every level to get this thing into the country. And we will ensure that no stone is left unturned in ensuring that we get to the root of the entire investigation. And we equally ensure that anybody that play a role, one way or the other, in the distribution and circulation of these substances that have damaged the lives of our youth, some of our youth, and equally some significant percentage of elderly people, including some housewives, are into issue of drug consumption and other generality of the people that are being exposed on a daily basis to the nefarious activities of this individual. Investigation is ongoing, and we have made significant progress in arresting and linking others who are involved in this illicit act. We will conclude our investigation and ensure that they are taken to court of appropriate jurisdiction so that they can have their day in court. We will continue to double our efforts in this regard to ensure that we remove all forms of criminality such as this. Because no doubt, drug distribution, drug consumption, drugs, prohibited drugs importation, illicit drugs such as this, fuel crimes and criminality across the country. We've been able to trace within Lagos the area where he did the supply to. And we've equally been able to investigate and get to other states, those that are contiguous to Lagos and those that are in other locations across the state where he's been sending it to their markets. But it is shocking and surprising that this is habitable compound of up to 10 families, and somebody can come and do this here and hide under the auspices of living within other uh, law-abiding citizens to cause mayhem. The vehicle here, if you pan your camera towards it, you see a presidency number, NYCN, which were forged that we have investigated. He has three type of vehicle in this way, and these are the kind of vehicle that he uses to escape screening and to escape stop and search on the road. Because he take this out in little quantity. I won't say piecemeal. In bags, they can at a time put 10 or so in the vehicle and go and supply to those who are taking it. In the process of investigation, he has equally promised to bribe officers hundreds of millions of naira to let him off off the the hook. We are disciplined police officers. We are officers of the law, and we shun all act of corruption and corrupt tendency in our investigation. I want people to disabuse their mind that people like AK Henry Ifeanyi will not in any way scuffle our investigation. This is a beginning to the end of issue of drug baron in this region of Lagos and Ogun State, because we are not going to stop at anything to ensure that we mop up all the rings that are associated and linked to him. In criminal offences, every party that are joined in the offences are as culpable as any group in the offences. If some people start the crime, somebody like him continues it, and some people concluded it in the distribution of these uh, illicit drugs into the circulation. All of them in the chain are culpable as each other. In no time, we'll still keep you about the update of our investigation into it. This is not the end of the press conference we are going to have, but it is quite important that we bring you to the scene of the crime so that you can see for yourself. We'll go further to ensure that you are brought on board on further development into this case. We will ensure justice, and justice will be served. This is equally made possible through the direct supervision of this investigation by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji Ruwan Disu, PSC, Nigerian Police Medal. We brief him of the recovery, and he has channeled a lot of investigative routes that we have to follow to ensure that we get to the root of this crime. And by estimate, is into billions of naira by estimate, because just one bag costs multi-million of naira. Just one bag. He was telling us in the beginning before we now take it for examination that it is tea. So I don't know the type of tea that will be tea leaf that will be branded in this circumstance. We all know where we can get our tea leaves, and we all know the type of tea we drink and the type of tea that we consume. I don't think there's any one of us here that go outside for this kind of tea.